Greetings, Brick Maniacs, and welcome to another Thursday Sit Rep episode of Brick Mania TV.
Woohoo!
I'm here with Slam, and we're going to talk about some new releases that are pre-ordering and that are dropping
today.
Today, yes.
Yeah, so we've got pre-orders here. We've got a new M7 Priest.
M7 Priest, yes.
Yes, and we have the new.
It's a 25-foot patrol boat. It's the Defender. It actually has the Coast Guard has an actual technical name for it, which for whatever reason it's slipping my mind right now because I'm an old boomer type person. So
Response boat.
Response boat, yes. There's another
response
letter.
boat hyphen small.
Yeah.
25-foot.
And there's also like a Homeland Security version too, which is exactly the same. You know, I wouldn't say exactly, but usually if it's gray, it's going to be the Homeland Security Yeah, that one.
And the Navy uses them too. Perhaps.
I'm not sure about the Navy. I think Navy has a different boat, but they are very similar. They're what they use like for the harbor patrol, all that stuff. Similar boats, but it's a rigid aluminum hull, and this is not like a Zodiac where that's inflatable. That's actually like a big foam rubber collar around the boat. You okay there, Holly?
Yeah.
Holly sneezed off camera, so
okay.
got our attention.
Right. So it's a aluminum hull as compared to like all the inflatable boats we see these days.
Right, and it's not inflatable. It has that look, but definitely not. So it's like that same foamy stuff that they make like life preservers out of. But
okay, so we have a foam over aluminum hull.
Yep, it's like a big
patrol
bumper,
boat.
So they can like dock to other boats real easy and not damage themselves or the other boats. So.
Come up alongside it like a drug runner boat really fast.
And then you have to
and
the guys
jump
off.
across. Yep.
Grab the boat. So there's a couple things missing. You might see some missing parts. This is a prototype model. So this is based on George.
George's real last name.
George Hicks.
Hicks, right? Yes.
George Hicks.
Yep.
George Hicks.
George Go Boom Hicks.
Yeah. Designed this. I think he had it. We actually brought it here earlier, so we've seen this before. Not for sale, but we saw it. I think it was World War Brick.
Yep.
That we saw the actual boat, and then he came and gave us the design, and here we are today. So we are putting it out. Of course, there will be printing on it. So how elaborate is the printing on this one?
It's pretty. It's not over the top.
Right.
We're printing U.S. Coast Guard along the sides. We're printing the interior navigation control panel.
Console. Yeah.
Yep.
And then the guns, which you only have one of the two guns on here. So.
Right. It does come with the two perfect caliber M2HBs.
Yep.
So those are pretty cool.
And then it has how many figures?
2 figures.
2 figures, and not the one that's in there, obviously.
Right.
They will be Coast Guard crewmen, so they have life jackets.
The older uniforms, not the new Coast Guard uniforms, the old blue ones.
I believe the guys that come with it. I believe that the Coast Guard's still wearing blue uniforms. I think it's just the MSRT guys that don't have blue uniforms. So I mean, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but we have the crew has blue uniforms. This boat was technically been retired, so we had to have the uniforms that match the boat. So
correct.
A few years ago, they actually switched from this boat to the next size bigger. It's a few feet.
Exactly,
a few bricks
4
shorter,
feet longer.
Yeah.
The 29-foot.
29-foot boat. Yeah. Aptly called. So we have the uniforms that the crew are wearing. They're dark blue, and they'll have we could just show you a render. They'll have a bright red life jackets on.
Cool.
I think they're supposed to be orange red. So
Coast Guard orange red.
It's the closest we can get with Lego is this deep red color. But there is an upgrade that you can, when you order this boat, you can get the MSRT, which are actually like these are the guys that do the boarding, the armed boarding, the inspections, stuff like that. So they're wearing full body armor and everything.
It's the Special Forces equivalent within the Coast Guard.
Right.
I just learned about. I'm like, they have badasses.
Okay. Right. So you'll have an option to order some of these guys when you order the boat. There will be separate MSRTs available if and when this will come up, but when this comes out, whatever's left, we'll put up online for you guys to do. This is going to be in production for not just this one batch, there will be others in the future. So you will, if you miss the opportunity to get it now, sometime down the road, sometime in 2024, you'll be able to order it again.
Cool.
So it's not the end of the world, but if you want to get it anytime soon, I would recommend getting in on the first batch.
Yeah. It also comes with an awesome display stand.
Oh, that's right. There's printing on the display
And I
stand.
believe it's a waterline model.
Yeah,
It
you could
easily convert it to a waterline model.
Yeah, you have to take the motors apart and everything, but you can convert it to a waterline model if you want to have it in, like, rescue your guys that fell in the river in Lego City or something. Yeah. So yeah.
And the style of plaque we put on the front is exactly the same as our battleships. So if you do have the fireplace mantle with a great ship collection,
Right.
you should add a boat to it.
Yeah,
It would be
right up there alongside the Bismarck and the Warspite in the Arizona. Yeah. So what else is dropping today?
All right,
These are pre-orders. This is a pre-order. You want to get this one batch of 50 only in 2023. If you want to get it in the future, you'll have to wait until we get a open production slot to get a restock in there.
I made a new flag too.
Oh, that's right.
New fabric flag. It's new and smaller. Otherwise, you've seen that flag before.
Right, it's our third size of American flag now.
Yeah.
So
This is a good size.
actually,
This
it's the third
matches
size
well.
of fabric. I think we've done American flags on other mediums in different sizes.
Right. And soon I'll have to make all the different stars. Oh, the work never ends.
It never ends. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. This is a new kit dropping today also, and this is
the M7. I think it's the M7B1 Priest.
Yeah.
So it's the M7 Priest. There's a separate. I recorded a little segment with Andreas, who designed this. We cut to that, and we'll come back when we're ready to move on to tell you what's dropping today. Cool. So Andreas, what do you have here?
Yeah, so this is the M7B1 Priest. So this is a totally new kit, but it's a Team Brick Mania effort, I would call this, because I got to do the digital and also rebuilding this, but at the same time we're using a lot of the features from Dan's the new Sherman chassis, and also trying to bring some of the best stuff from the older Priest.
Right.
Because there's no reason to reinvent the wheel when you have a beautiful model that came out just a few years prior. So just the last one was from 2017. So I tried
It's been a while since we've done a Priest, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I tried to use some more modern techniques. We have gotten some new parts since then, but also using your new chassis.
Yeah, well, the chassis was meant to standardize the Sherman hulls, because that's how they did it in World War II. So.
Yeah. So if you buy a Sherman and you buy the Priest and whatever else we're going to build on this chassis, they all fit nicely together. So what I really like about your new chassis, Dan, is that it rolls so well, even with very minimal friction. And this is probably also thanks to the V3 of
the newest track links.
new track links.
They fit so much better, smooth rolling.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
So it was fun to me to build off of your chassis and really trying to make a new Priest for you guys. So you have all of the features you would expect. You have the cannon here that is depresses and elevates.
And also traverses as well.
Traverses really well.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you have the top here, the tower, which is why it's called a Priest, is because it looks like one of those preachers.
It's a pulpit.
The pulpit.
The church pulpit.
Church pulpit. So M2 HP. And you also have room for driver here. You have a hatch for the driver that goes down there. It's the cover for...
We don't have a figure in there, but the figure sits perfectly in there. If you look through that hatch,
Yeah.
you can actually see the driver's face lined up perfectly. It's,
Yeah.
it's a neat little feature.
That was very fun to add that. So inside here, kind of hard to see, but you get a ton of these shells, which is just like the real thing, filled up with shells that they would fire away. This is an artillery piece. It's not a tank, it's not meant for shooting at other tanks.
Right, but they actually, in an emergency situation, they can do that. It can fire at a horizontal point blank.
Yeah. So inside of here, you have room for your driver, you have room for your gunner here, and you have room for at least 2 or 3 more guys in here. There's still very roomy.
It's going to come with one, right? One special fig.
Yeah.
So the vehicle commander will be the standard, and then an add-on.
You have options for add-on figures.
So and the add-on figures will just be a generic artillery guy.
Yeah.
I think we were going to make him an armored division, so
Yeah.
it would match some of your armored division guys that you may have purchased previously.
So that's also an exclusive add-on.
These things open up in the back.
We also have more features here. These are opening hatches that are going to come with
you have tools
and I think some cool weapons inside.
Yeah, I think you can actually. This one here, you'll be able to fit a Tommy gun in there. I think it's pretty cool.
Yep. That's,
An M1928.
yeah. Thompson. Yeah.
I don't know. M1A1, I believe.
M1A1.
We can't say the T word.
The T word. So tools on the back here. Get some ammo crates.
I love the extra track in the box, just like on
Oh
the
yeah,
other thing.
the real thing has some more tracks here.
So they have tracks and they have some they're cleats that they can stick over the tracks to help get it if it's stuck in the mud. So.
Yeah, and you're gonna get
Browsers or something.
printing. Just look at the render, and you're gonna have some. I think we're going with a sticker pack for different name configurations.
Yeah, stickers are coming back for certain things.
I like stickers for the customization. Like if you want to have different names for.
Right.
If you buy multiple of these, you don't want them all to have the same name.
Right.
And of course, there's so much fun to just
Right.
decide for your own what you want to go with.
Well, there's nothing stopping you from making additional ones. You just won't have all the printed parts.
Yeah, but we added printed parts as well. And having stickers doesn't mean we don't do printed parts also. So you're gonna have a printed drive sprocket here and some more details to fill it out. Just look at the renders.
Yeah. it's cool model. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. So I think that's it for the M7B1 Priest. It's back.
Thank you, Andres.
Thank you.
And we're back. Slam, let's talk about today's drops. Let's take a
Okay,
quick
so
away.
these went for pre-sale some time ago.
7 weeks ago.
7 weeks ago.
Magically, it's like clockwork. 7 weeks ago, you mark your calendar, it's going to come out. So this is the Yule cat. Is it Yule cat or is it Jewel cat?
Yule cat.
Yule cat, yeah.
Sure. So this is finally shipping. Look for this in stores. This is the crazy Danish assault vehicle.
It started out as a Humvee and has been completely rebuilt into a desert patrol vehicle.
Yeah, recon vehicle.
Right, it has a complete. So like the chassis under there is a Humvee chassis, but the upper body is purely
Mad Max body style.
Right,
Like
it's-
they've up armored it a little bit, but not a lot.
well, it's like
They've-
it's like a
they've
composite
ripped-
armor, isn't it? Like, so. Yeah. But anyway,
And
watch the designer studio video.
right, it's a great little kit. It's a really unique vehicle.
They sold out online in pre-orders, but if you are lucky enough to live near or are traveling by a traveling in the area where Brickmania stores, you can actually pick that up. They will be hitting the
have a few
stores this
copies.
week. Yeah, I don't think they're there yet because we're still. They haven't shipped out to the stores yet, but maybe GHQ may have them by the time you watch this video.
Yeah,
In Chicago, they're close.
they're close.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's dropping, I have not seen this in its complete form until today.
Should we give it a spin? Because there's like lots of printing on this thing. Oh, there's
This is
guys. There's lots of guys. I should put the guys on a stand so they don't fall over while they're spinning. No hurling out of the helicopter. So this is the reissue of the MH. It's the MH60L. I don't have any more stands. Oh, they're way back here. I gotta talk quietly because I'm going away from the camera. Now I'm back and my voice is suddenly big again. So this is the MH60L Blackhawk Special Operations 160th SOAR. This is, to be exact, this is the Super 6-4.
Super 6-4.
One of the helicopters that was shot down in Mogadishu. And yeah, this is we've done others before. This is the first time we've done this one.
Yes.
So, but this is a remake. One of the most popular Blackhawk kits Brickmania has ever done.
And it's one of the best. Blackhawks keep evolving over time, like our models do, and this is really good.
And this is like their first one that's completely printed up. This is of this special operations Blackhawk. Doors open. We'll go over the features in the designer studio, but it's quite an amazing kit, and they will have them in stores. I believe we still have some online as well. So if you didn't get in on the pre-order, there's still a few left. There will not be another batch before the end of the year. So if you're like holding out for like, I want to get this for my Christmas list or something, it is probably not going to last that long. So if you want to get one in 2023, get on it, get to the store, get online and get this. So.
I agree. It's not going to last long. It's too good of a kit to be hanging out in stores.
Right, and I don't have it, but we can show you the video. I'll show you the renders of it. The also dropping on Friday is the Delta Force operators that go with this. So if you pre-ordered this, you had the option to order some Delta Force operators, a pair of them that would pair actually historically and just as a complimentary set that went with this helicopter. You might recognize some of the figures from history. But they're dropping Friday. The leftovers, there are some that will be available for separate purchase. I guess tomorrow you'll be able to get your chance to get your hands on a couple of those Delta Force operators. I wouldn't dally too much though, because they're going to sell out quickly.
Set your alarm clocks again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Set your alarm clocks. So what do we have? We have pre-orders for the Priest, pre-orders for the 25-foot Defender Coast Guard patrol boat. Dropping, we have the M860L, Delta Force operators, and then the Yule Cat.
And Yule Cat.
And there will be more. Monday is restock day. Don't forget that. We're not going to go over the restocks today because you'll have all weekend to hunt those down, and we'll post social media. You know, I never sleep. I never go home. I'm here like posting stuff on the internet all the time. So watch my thread on Instagram. Watch Brickmania is the official one, and you'll find out what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All sounds good. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining in for another fantastic sit rep. I like how we're making contact and getting a quarter rotation on this propeller.
Is it hitting it? That's cool.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time
On Brickmania
Brickmania
TV.
TV.
Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe and push the bell button. Is that still a thing? Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Another fantastic.